you how to import a song into the Tascam DP-02. So what we are going to do here is, I'll show you on the computer first. We need to get a WAV file. So I've got, let me delete this because I've already done it. So we've got a M4A file, which is what I normally export out of Logic into iTunes. So what we want to do is make this, we want to make this a WAV file. So what we're going to do is drag it into Logic, and this is the way I did it, which kind of defeats the purpose, because if you had Logic, you'd just put it in here and then record over it if you had some words you wanted to put on this file or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of defeating the purpose, but you know, there are other ways to do this. There are free softwares like Audacity that would probably allow you to do everything that you need to accomplish this. If you're using a Mac, you have GarageBand, but like I said, it kind of defeats the purpose now with the change in technology, the fact that everybody can get a hold of a DAW, a digital audio workstation. We don't necessarily need the DP-02 for this, but if you like that atmosphere, this is the way I'm doing it. You could use Audacity or any other free thing. If you download a backing track that is a WAV file, you should be close, but it's kind of finicky on what it will take. The manual says that it has to be a 44.1 kilohertz file, WAV file, with the extension .wav in all caps, is the way that it shows. And Logic exports it with lowercase WAV. I don't know if that matters, but I was having problems before, so I changed it. So 44.1 kilohertz mono .wav file, and you put it in the fat partition WAV on the DP-02. So what we got to do here is, this is our track that I just dropped in. So it's an M4A file right now. So we can export it out of here as a WAV, which is fine, but we need to check a few things first. So first, if you're using Logic, we want to go to File, Project Settings, and Audio. And then we just want to verify right here that the sample rate of this is 44.1 kilohertz, which it in fact is. Once we know that it is 44.1 kilohertz exactly, we need to make sure it's mono. So you can see this piece here. This is drums, piano, bass. It was exported as a mono track. If you blow it up here, whoop, wrong way. I don't have enough screen to do that. That's not letting me move it either. There we go. And it made it weird. Okay, so we'll just expand that. There. So if we expand that, you see that it is a stereo track. So if we click here in the input, which the input shouldn't quite matter, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. We click on these two circles. We're just going to change that to mono as the input, just so we know we're getting everything. And then we have a stereo output. So we want to change the output to mono, so we're going to go to output and mono output 1. Now that's not going to change this, but that's going to change, you see down here, this is 1 bar now, as opposed to, now you have the panning option, which means that it is a stereo output. And if we had this, now you have 2 bars side by side for a left and a right. So we're going to get rid of the input there and change the output to mono output 1. So now we're definitely mono. We're definitely 44.1 kilohertz. So now we're going to go to File and hit Export. And there are a lot of different options here. I said selected audio track. And then we're going to get to this screen where it also says in the manual that we need 16-bit. So here's your options. We want to select 16-bit, 44.1 kilohertz in the sample rates. In a WAV file. So here's our WAV. Here's the other ones, AIF, F and CAF. So we want wave. And then we're going to select where we want it, which is the desktop. And that looks good. So now we're just going to hit this and export the file. And voila, done. So now we can get rid of, should be able to get rid of Logic. Yes, it's over there on the desktop. So we're just going to close Logic here. And we don't have to save that because I've got it saved already. Okay, so here is what it gave us. Desktop.wave, or project.wave. Last time it said desktop for some reason. So the only thing I want to change is the wave to capitals. Okay, and then I would like to take a few letters off project. So we're just going to call it Pro, just so we don't have too many letters for the machine. I don't know how many characters it gives you plus the extension, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So then we're going to click out. Now over to the machine, I will show you how to get it prepared for USB.
So now that we have our WAV file on the computer, we need to get the machine set up. So first, we're going to come over here to Menu and press Menu. We're going to scroll down to USB and hit Yes/Enter. Now that we've done this, we're met with this screen, and we're going to hit Yes/Enter again. Of course, you're going to have your USB connected to your computer with a USB A to USB B cable. If you are unsure, look at my video from a long time ago about plugging everything in. So once you've got that connected, we're going to go ahead and hit Yes/Enter. And you're met with this screen that says now working. After this is done, you're going to hear a sound. You may have heard it there in my recording, but this means that it is open on the computer. So let's go over there.
Okay, so back here on the computer, you will expect for it to pop up once it says it's connected. And here it is. And it's popped up, says DP-02. So we're going to open it up. And here's the FAT partitions on the DP-02 drive. Here is the WAV file, which is what we're going to want. And here are all the things that I've exported and imported in the past. So all we're going to do is take our pro.wave that we got out of Logic, or whatever you're using to do this, and we're going to drop it right in here. And it's going to do its thing here, and bam, it looks like it fits right in place, right? So remember what you name that, and we're going to get back to the recorder.
Okay, so now we have got the recording into the file. Now we're going to eject if you're on a Mac, or just close out the window if you're on a PC. I believe you can eject on PCs also, but it won't hurt if you don't. And we're going to go ahead and hit Yes/Enter again to close the USB connection. It is going to work and then make a noise again, letting you know that it's done. And you're going to be left on the home screen right there. So now we are done getting the file into the recorder now. We are disconnected from the computer and we are ready to get the file onto a track. So I've created a new song, and you'll see that on how to record. I have a remake video if you'd like to check that out, and I have an old video if you want to check out 12-year-old me doing the video. But now that we've got that on here, we're going to go back to Menu, and we're going to scroll up to Wave this time, and hit Yes/Enter. And we're going to hit Import Track. Now you have a list of all the songs that have been exported and imported in and out of the machine via computer. We're now going to look for what we've saved as a wave track on this machine, which was pro.wav, wave. Here it is, right here at the top. So we're going to press yes/enter. And it's going to ask where we want to put this wave track, whether we want to put it in track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. We're just going to go with the selection here and hit yes/enter. Once the machine is done working, it'll be on the selected track. So now we can hit the home button, and now we can go select our import on track 1, channel 1. So over here is channel 1. We're going to turn it up to unity. We're going to turn the master up to roughly unity. Don't want to blow ourselves out. And when we press play, there should be a song on this track now. We did not record it on there. We have inserted it from the computer onto this track. So here it is. Okay, so that was recorded in Logic by my friend Aaron, and he's an awesome pianist, awesome musician. He's got tons of ideas floating around in his head. An amazing guy. So we have recorded that in Logic several months back, and I'm using it as the intro to my video. But I'm just showing you here that I could put this in here, and now I could record as normal. If you watch my how to record video, I could record onto track 2 now over this if I wanted to play guitar. So if I want input A, I would hold input A and assign to number 2. I would arm number 2, so it's now blinking. If I hold the assign button, there we go, we're ready to record. So if we plug a guitar in input A, we can now record guitar over his piano track, and then we can keep layering as we see fit. So that is how to import a track to the DP-02. Thank you for watching. Please give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Thank you. Have a nice day.